It's Sunday, the 14th of May, 11:15. We're in Portrush. Car camped last night in Portstewart. Friends beside me here in his van. He's not allowed to camp, wife doesn't allow him out. But he's got a, it likes to pretend, so he brings the van out where I went down again. New air fryer from Lidl. Haven't done a video on this one yet. Tried to do a couple, I've never got them finished. That battery in the back, I'll get this air fryer going on, it takes 25 minutes. So, cool box, bag of chips, 500 grams of chips. I've already done 2 portions of chips using this battery. I want to see how many portions of chips we get out of this battery. I've already done 2. 40 minutes this air fryer was going. This is the 3rd portion of chips here now. The inverter turns on inside the car here. Should light up. And while this is cooking then, I noticed one thing about this wee air fryer here. It sits at 180. You have to put the temperature up every time. I always like maximum temperature. It's set for 15 minutes. We'll let it run for 15 minutes and then we'll run for 10 minutes. Give me a wee shake, 15 minutes. So that's the air fryer on now. All I can say, this Renogy 1000 watt inverter pure state has got UPS in it. It is definitely worth the money. I have cooked pounds of chips, no problem. This 1000 watt inverter will run this. Oh, touch the control, I thought it's touch sensitive, touch sensitive. I thought, oh Jesus, packed up after me saying it's brilliant. Definitely works. It's very hard to explain inverters to people. A lot of people say you need twice the capacity. A lot of nonsense. If you buy a litre jug, it should do a litre of water. If you buy a 1000 watt inverter, it should do 1000 watt power. Get a brand name like Renogy, it'll do what it says on the tin, as I say. That battery in there is identical to this battery. I bought this last year at Worthy. They're £400. I got for £340 for £60 off sale. I bought that one there last week for £60 off sale again. And so it shows how confident I am in the battery that it actually works. I bought a second one. The reason why I bought a second one, I've been doing 2 plates of chips out of that. That gives me like 3 days away car camping. But having a second one, that gives me 4. But because car camping's working out. But I always think we'll do more than 2. That's 1280 watts of power this battery gives. Watt hours. It has a 3-year warranty. More than 3,000. It will do 3,000 deep cycles. If you don't do deep cycles, it does more than that. It's got a BMS on the top of it. You don't need the. It doesn't matter if these wires cross. It's not going to go on fire. You could be in a car accident. It ain't going to go on fire. It protects itself, so it's not going to go on fire. It's got 3 handles built into it. The only thing I notice about this year's model, they put the sticker on back to front. You see my red terminal on that side. I could link the 2 of them together, but I used to have a motorbike for years, and you always had a reserve petrol tank. So when your tank ran out, you put it in reserve and get to the petrol station. A couple of times I've forgotten to turn the inverter off with the switch after I've done the chips. And if you've got the 2 of them linked together and you forget to turn that, you drain both batteries and end up with no food for the rest of the week. So by keeping them separate, I can store that somewhere else. So what I normally do now, I keep the cool box sitting here. That cool box will sit here. And that other battery is sitting in here, so it's working out grand. But say this is the 3rd plate of chips this is doing. I don't know if it's going to do 3 plates of chips. I'll be impressed if it does. The thing about this 1000 watt inverter, it doesn't use 1000 watts 100% of the time. The element can switch off and on. We did an experiment this morning. Here's my cool box. I left on Friday. As a Sunday. There's the ice still in that bottle yet. And the friend arrived down in his van with a compressor fridge. The Coke was, the lemonade was cooler in my box than it was in his fridge. Now he can turn the compressor fridge down. Now he's turned it down now to about 2 degrees. He had it sitting at 5. But you don't need to go. I bought a compressor fridge. Got it for £80 in the sale. Haven't brought it with me, it takes up too much room. And the cool box, no power. working grand. So I think as far as car camping goes, I'll stick with the cool box. When it comes to the taking the caravan away, I might take the compressor fridge. So 12 minutes now. It's like we walk over to the van, see this compressor fridge, the same as mine. How's it actually better than mine? Go look at this compressor fridge now. Right, who's oh, it's gone. Error. Is the battery done? Temperature error. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Don't know.
So there's one advantage of a cool box over a compressor fridge. No error codes coming up in the cool box. I said the battery's done. No, your battery's still power on it. This is live now, like. This is live. It's not like these other YouTubers who fix things.
Why is error 1 coming up? I do not know.
Right, ask Google now. Well, let me see the air fryer. So what are you doing in the air fryer?
Croissants.
So he's doing croissants on an 800 watt air fryer. And he's using the same battery as me. He's also using, he listened to me, you see, and he bought the LifeP04 batteries to himself. But he didn't buy the same cool box as me.
Pull that front plug out and let it run the 24 volt battery. What's it doing now?
It's recalibrating. It's 4 degrees.
Is it working now?
Alright. So what's that say? I plug this in, it's gone dead.
That's not on.
It's calibrating again now. 4 degrees. You could have been away at a cinema and your ice cream could have melted there. That will not happen. A conventional cool box with ice on it. Well, you can't have ice cream in a cool
You
box.
have to make sure that you have 5 days advance to get to make sure your bottle is full.
What do you think of the oil powers?
That's in test this week. The solar panel's going up there at work, and it's going to be charged up from the solar panel all week to see how it
The
goes.
one bad fault with oil powers that nobody tells you on YouTube, it's got the AC and the DC. It has 300. Oh, there's an error again. This. You unplug it. Something wrong. Something went wrong here.
The air fryer has to. It must be enough amp. Is the battery not put enough amps?
What's that take, yeah?
45 watts.
Nah, that's plenty. Your inverter's not. He's also got the same inverter
What
as
about
me.
the oil powers? Oh, the oil powers.
I have the oil. Oh, I see if the air comes up. Luna has given up here. So the main disadvantage of the oil powers.
We're going now.
It's calibrating. 5 degrees. Oh, she's heating up. She's heating up.
And you're up and closing the door.
Yeah.
You're up and closing the door trying to get the heat on this.
The main problem with the oil powers that nobody tells you on the internet, it holds 300 watt hours of power, but it will not use the 300 watt hours on the inverter. It only uses 75% of the power on the inverter, and it won't allow you to use other 25. So you haven't got 300 watt inverter power.
Is it running off of what now?
Yes.
That's heat, isn't it?
The battery need done on this.
I don't know what it is. It's charged.
You charge it up, you're driving along with a power delivery adapter.
Maybe that's why yours burned out.
See what the chips is doing now. I'm checking these chips. Still going yet. 7 minutes. I give them 25 minutes. Look at the view. Good car camping view down here, Portrush. I don't want to stop the camera going because people think I'll edit this video. Right, that's a wee bit warm. When I say warm, it's like the sun was shining on you a wee bit. Battery's cold. Wires are a bit warmer than the machine. People criticise it for the wires. Wires are very expensive. But the way I see it, there's no chance of melting down like. It's working at maximum effort. I have mine wired up so I can charge it up. And when I go home, man, I just plug it into the mains and charge the battery back up again, instead of pulling the battery out. But I might have to look at something different now. Now I've got 2 batteries, I want to do a quick switch around. So I want these go on with screws. I might want to see if you can get something else to go on there. Once them screws come out, can you get the old lead things to go on there and wee clamps? Might be quicker. I want some other quicker way of releasing it. Screws is grand if you've only got 1 battery. Dead handy to put on like. But if you've got 2, it's a bit of a hassle. £6. It's very hard to hear all the sounds. The fan on this here can go different speeds. Sometimes it'll slow down, sometimes it'll go faster. But she's never cut out. And all the chips I've done with, she's never cut out. I'm deliberately not shaking this. This is a 3 kilowatt air fryer. The wee 800 watt air fryer he has, I had one of them. You had to shake it every 5-10 minutes with chips. The only thing that worries me about an air fryer, I keep forgetting to keep the hand off it. The only thing that worries me about an air fryer in a car is even that air fryer sits in the car all the time when I'm going to work and everything. It gets a lot of shaking about. It wasn't designed for that. There's a possibility the air fryer can have a shorter lifespan than would do for sitting in the kitchen tabletop. You know, I suppose by right you should take it out of your car when you get home or motorhome. But then, you don't know, I could get stuck at work sometime and you might want a bag of chips. Maybe they're flooding on the road or something like that. It's handy to have the air fryer there. You get in a wee shop and get a bag of chips. Get something to eat. Listen, baby. What's happening here now? In your honest opinion, when you arrived here this morning, was the can of mineral colder in my ice box or your fridge?
There's no difference.
See, you don't want that. Oh, look at that now.
You filming that?
Still going. This ice box here.
Turn it off and the air runs in the zone. Turn it off, it'll run 24 volt. You don't have to plug in. It won't run on the spot.
Somebody might want one of these cool boxes here. I've got time to spare, you see. I want to keep the camera going. I don't want to think I've been editing that battery, you see. I want to keep it going. There's the brand name. He definitely got good value. What did you pay for that?
£85.
£85. It's got its own bolt-on battery. Unbeatable value there, like. But the thing is,
the battery runs off at 12 volt, but when the internal battery is 24 volt.
Right. When you sent me the link, it went from 85 to £100 when I clicked the link. And then when I clicked the link the following day, it was up to 110. Every time you clicked the link, the price went up and up and up. I gave up on it then. Then they sold out. They had a pink one for a while that was a bit cheaper. But then again, the second time I clicked on it, it linked. It went up in price. So a wee tip sometimes you get on to do Google and all that. If you go to that Incognito one, or whatever you call it.
Want to spare some chips?
I have no spare with me. The last one is in there. If you go in the Incognito window, they can't put the cookies on and track you. Had I done that when he sent me the first link, they wouldn't have known, because they see clicking on a second or third time, they know, oh, he's interested, let's put the price up. So they probably one on 100 gets a cheap one, and then everybody else pays higher prices. The one I got smaller, £80.
Fresh croissants made in air fryer, air fryer.
Would you have cooked that in the air fryer with your gel battery?
Probably would have. Till I got
You never did do.
It didn't have the air fryer then.
No, but the problem with a gel battery, you're terrified in case you wreck it. While the lithium doesn't matter. You won't wreck it. I'm going to see what the chips is doing here, man. Hold on. Two minutes to go. Then I'll check it and give it another 10. The thing about a lithium battery, a lithium battery is like your mobile phone. You'd never panic if your mobile phone went flat, or a cordless drill. They've all got lithium batteries on it. Your cordless drill runs flat, you let it go flat and you charge it up. You mind if you had a cordless drill and you weren't allowed to let it go down below halfway, or you damage the battery. So hear these noises changing now. Let the fans go up higher in this inverter. So full whack now, it's a full whack to cool the cell down. It's warmer now to touch. And the fan's gone off again. Oh, we're counting down here, down now to seconds. So you know what's happened here. The fan's gone off and that, she's probably not pulling 1,000 watts now. So turn off, I'll shake it, give it another 10 minutes. And if that works, that is 3 plates of chips that the battery's done. So there's the chips there now after 15 minutes. Now it says 20 minutes on the bag to cook chips. But so you need to shake it. Give them another 10 minutes now. Another 5 minutes will do it and it'll be edible. 10 minutes really crispy. I'm going on 10 minutes because some chips need more cooking than others. Back up to 200. What do you call it again? 10 minutes.
What's the beep 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 beeping noise? We're not getting enough power.
Tell you what, that air fryer, some heat of that air fryer, which is probably not helping that inverter, come to think of it. Some heat of it.
Dear, have we got power problems? Oh dear.
No, we don't.
Power problems.
I'll give you another tip too. I've seen some people car camping who buy heaters for the cars. These air fryers have temperature controls on it. You can put it down to, I don't know, let's see what it goes down to. It won't go down when it's going. But you can put an air fryer on for 5-10 minutes and use it as a heater. There's some heat comes out of that to heat up the car. So if you've got an inverter and a lithium battery and an air fryer, you use it as a heater, even if you're not cooking chips. So this is what it's all about here now. Black coffee, like, but he's no sense, like. Like, what's the advantage and disadvantage of a van over a car?
You're cramped.
Hold on. Let me start. We've got 10 minutes to pass you.
What do you mean 10 minutes?
My car tax is in this year. My car tax is £20.
No.
We're comparing like for like. There's people out there minimum wage. You don't know what minimum wage is. So
you don't do a day's work.
I do my best. £20 for my car tax. What's the cost for the car tax for a small van?
320.
£320. My insurance 200, 250, depending where you shop around. What's your insurance? Your ping's gone. What's your insurance?
What ping? Air fryer?
Oh.
That's turned off.
Well, your air fryer is manual pinging. You're not electronic.
That's best hassle on you. That's probably what cooks quicker too.
Now the thing we haven't come to terms with, how many miles per gallon can it do? I can honestly say that my car does 50 in the winter time to 55, but in extreme warm weather and long journeys you can get to 70.
That's when you're turning along at 38 miles an hour.
But I'd expect to get 55 miles a gallon now this time of year in May.
Go on, take a photograph of me. What photograph?
I can't stop this videotaping here, I have to do multitask.
There's something wrong over there, there's something beeping at me over there. What's wrong? Your battery going low. That's twice the fairness now.
You want to go on the camcorder, do you?
Just
I don't want to carry multitask. Oh, you know what I can do? I do smile. Now the cover's on the way. Smile! Not taking it. Smile! The camera should take a photograph when I say smile. Smile! One more. Temperamental. We'll get one more balloon on as well. Smile! You see, I'll tell you the difference between me and the friend here, like.
Oh God, here we go.
I tell things as it is. That's why my 10 subscribers rely on my truthful reviews, you see. Where are we at now? 7 minutes to go. Hey, that's the first time I've ever done 3 plates of chips out of a battery. Had I known that, I might not have to buy a second one. The inverter will start beeping when the battery's going low. So that there now, if that inverter went off there now, that plate of chips is edible. Even at that. Because once that's finished cooking, I'll leave that on there another 10 minutes.
But by the way, viewers, you're not just limited to chips. You can do anything in the air fryer, as I've shown.
I don't recommend meat products of any kind.
But
can't recommend meat products.
Yes, but you can do croissants. Look at them here, beautiful air fresh croissants.
How fresh are they?
It's the freezer.
Well, that's, you know what I mean, like.
How fresh is your chips?
That's freshness, like. I don't call them fresh, but I call them cheap.
No, but these are straight done. These have been cooked. That's been baked at home.
Right. So, minimum wage, me, like, minimum wage.
You don't do a day's work.
20 minutes from frozen. It's not frozen in my cool box. It's cool.
You don't do that.
Them there is €1.20. They put them up 20, maybe €1.25, you know. There used to be €1.
What's the beeping noise?
Oh, 1.5 kilograms of chips, 4.5 grams of fat.
And your battery just died.
Hasn't it? The more fat you have in chips, the easier it is for an air fryer to cook. But as a general guy, when I buy chips, I don't bother about all that there. Go to the ingredients in the back. 96% potatoes. So 96% potatoes means there can't be any more than 4% of vegetable or sunflower oil. So 4% of 500 grams is 20 grams of oil. 2 bags of 25 gram crisps is 15 grams. Anybody wants to know. So these are healthy for you. They are healthy. But if you go and you buy oven chips, like home style oven chips that's got 12% fat, you're going to get heart disease. I'm paid 3 times the price. Where are we at now? 5 minutes to go. So that battery is doing well there.
Seriously?
What?
I've been croissants cooked and you're still eating your chips.
That is a full meal. You're going to eat the game when you go home. That's filling me up. 500 grams of chips will fill me up. Oh, I forgot you gave me the gas cylinder. Could I have my beans on?
You get your beans on now. It doesn't take long to heat beans.
20 minutes.
It doesn't take 20 minutes to heat beans.
It takes 20 minutes putting the boiling water in there. I ran out of gas. He brought me down a gas cylinder.
Where's your saucepan?
A wee tip for anybody who's doing beans. We've got 5 minutes here. This is what you do if you want to do beans. See how well I'm organised here, like. Everything's in its place in here. 22p and Sainsbury's. You get a litre of water, boiling water. You boil up your litre of boiling water. I've done this before using plastic containers. You boil up a litre of boiling water, you put it in there, you drop in your beans, gently put on the lid, because if you shake it, the lid will explode off as the air expands. While it sits in there, you leave it in there for the 25 minutes while you're cooking your chips. Gently take off the lid then and dip out your tin. The beans will be steaming. And then you got the hot water that's in there, helps heat the car up. Whenever you're finished eating your knives and forks and stuff like that, throw them in there. Become a dishwasher. You can shake it like a dishwasher. It's a 3-in-1 sort of. But leave it closed tight, no steam in the car, and no washing up. with the beans, you throw the wee can out. It's a wooden one, but I had no gas to do it. He brought me down, sold out gas. Oh, it's a dent, it's a wee dinge on it. He didn't tell me that. So I've got a cup of tea now. 3 minutes, 3 plates of chips, 25 minutes, 1000-watt air fryer. Do your mathematical sums. It's over, that's your 1250 watts. Times 50, 60, 70. That's 75 minutes to run at 1000 watts.
Just done that.
Highly recommend it. What do you think of the inverter? The friend here bought the inverter the same as mine. He bought the battery the same as mine, but because the van never moves, because it's that expensive to run, he hasn't given full test yet.
You camera waffling.
Aye.
You camera waffling.
Has the inverter ever cut out on you?
That's only got its 3rd or 4th try yet.
Have you had inverters in the past?
Yes.
Have they done what they said they meant to do?
Yes.
So what was your last inverter?
2000 watt.
That do 2000 watt. Ah, that's a Lorry inverter.
Lorry.
How long did that last?
5, 6 years. 6 years.
That's 48 volts.
24.
24 volts.
You have 400 amps of battery power. Not light.
With 24 volts it's easier for an inverter compared to 12. Let's count down the seconds, count down the seconds. The only thing I'll say with this digital fryer here over a normal fryer, the fryer's scalding outside. Whenever the fryer stops, and this could be a problem too if your inverter cuts out, the fryer wants to run the fan for about 30 seconds before it turns the power off. You stop, because of these fryers are made of more plastic now than metal.
It's cooling down the microboard inside.
Aye. So the chips is finished. What's me touching it again? Hold on, 10 seconds.
What's the beeping noise? Something gone faulty.
The beeping noise, I think, might be in the inverter. I'm going to put this on again to find out. The beeping noise is the inverter now, so she's reached the battery is at the limit to the inverter to turn off. But the other beeping noise is the chip pan. So I'm just going to start this temporary, find out if the battery is. Because the beeping allows you time to switch it off, so your circuit board won't overheat. Look at that boy. You wouldn't get as good as that in a chip shop now. By the way, we ended at that. Those 3 plates of chips, don't want them burnt. So when the fan goes off in this here now, that's how it finished. Now I'll leave them chips in there now all 10 minutes. You still got the heat of that machine. Then now that's her off, then out. The bad thing about these batteries, there's no Bluetooth, there's no way of knowing how much power is left in it.
You buy a battery voltage thing and you'll read it for you. Mine tells you 100% left in mine.
Does it that?
The wee boy in the thing does goes to eat it. It dropped down while I was doing the chips to 61, now it's back up again now. Mine's
but it's back, that's maybe you don't know what it is. It drops down because it's not accurate and then it goes back, you don't know.
It's better than...
But still, you still don't know. I don't know. If you do one plate of chips, it's going to tell you the battery's flat. Then you switch on the next day, it's half full again. So I think
when I'm driving along too, I'm replacing 20 amps into the battery. You're not. You're dead.
Aye.
20 amps an hour.
But most car campers will be like me. They won't have a battery charger. That's how they're going to do it. I keep forgetting not to touch that.
Why?
Turns on.
What's that touchscreen?
I was a right smudge on. I'm trying to rub the smudge off all the time. And
How do you do it now?
Touchscreen.
I think these chips still not ready yet. That's more than 25 months. Oh God, they're gone. That's a machine, don't shake them.
Crisp. So the conclusion we have for here now.
What's beeping now?
That's what it does. It likes to talk to you. Digital. It likes to talk. I'll unplug this machine now. The conclusion is, one of these batteries, I can say for definite, will do 1.5 kilograms of chips over 75 minutes.
All depends on the weather too.
There's a breeze today. I have a winter coat on. Winter coat. I have a double layers on. Luna is not sweating.
A sweatshirt on the t-shirt. You're sitting like an old man.
But take a look at what people are wearing today. Today is not warm. Not warm. There are some t-shirts and some jackets. It's all variety down there. There's a good white camping spot here. Public toilets over there. Free Wi-Fi if it worked. Drinking water tap outside. There was showers, never open. You pay showers at one time, but they never did use them. They built them and never used them. A short walk into the town. We're in this video here now. Get you fed too, gonna. This is the way I normally have the car set up now. Batteries in there, ice box, spare battery clips in there, bag of chips now. Oh, I'm gonna get the vinegar. A wee bit of vinegar. And then Luna's wee lunch. Bring wee lunch. This is carrot capel style for Luna now. So, pre-pack these wee boxes before we go. That's her afternoon dinner there. Dry stuff. That's all you get in this time of day, pet. There we go. So you have the wee pouches in the afternoon. You keep them all in the one wee bowl. I need a wee drink now. Wee Iron Brew, nicely chilled, nicely chilled.